childhood's end, the houses petered out into plain fields, the factory, allotments kept like mistresses by kneeling married men, the silent railway line, the hermit's caravan, till you came at last to the edge of the woods. It was there that I first clapped eyes on the wolf. He stood in a clearing, reading his verse out loud in his wolfly drawl, a paperback in his hairy paw, red wine staining his bearded jaw. What big ears he had! What big eyes he had! What teeth! In the interval, I made quite sure he spotted me. Sweet 16, never been, babe, waif, and bought me a drink, my first.
You might ask why.
Here's why.
Poetry. The wolf I knew would lead me deep into the woods, away from home, to a dark, tangled, thorny place, lit by the eyes of owls. I crawled in his way.
My stockings ripped to shreds,
Scraps of red from my blazers snagged on twig and branch. Murder clues! I lost both shoes. But got there. Wolf's lair.
Better beware.
Lesson 1 that night.
Breath of the wolf in my ear.
Was the love poem. I clung till dawn to his thrashing fur.
For what little girl doesn't dearly love a wolf?
Then I slid from beneath his heavy matted paws and went in search of a living bird, white dove, which flew straight from my hands to his open mouth. One bite, dead.
How nice. Breakfast in bed, he said, licking his chops.
As soon as he slept, I crept to the back of the lair, where a whole wall was crimson, gold, aglow with books. Words. Words were truly alive on the tongue, in the head, warm, frantic, winged, beating, music and blood.
But then I was young, and it took 10 years in the woods to tell that a mushroom stoppers the mouth of a buried corpse, that birds are the uttered thought of trees, that a greying wolf howls the same old song at the moon year in, year out, season after season, same rhyme, same reason.
I took an axe to a willow to see how it wept. I took an axe to a salmon to see how it leapt. I took an axe to the wolf as he slept. One chop, scrotum to throat, and saw the glistening virgin white of my grandmother's bones. I filled his old belly with stones. I stitched him up.
Out of the forest I come with my flowers, singing all alone.
Ice in the trees. 3 queens at the palace gates, dressed in furs, accented. There are several sweating, panting beasts laden for a long, hard trek, following the guide and boy to the stables, courteous, confident, oh, and with gifts for the king and queen of here, Herod, me. In exchange for sunken baths, curtained beds, fruit, the best of meat and wine, dancers, music, talk, as it turned out to be, with everyone fast asleep save me, those vivid 3 till bitter dawn. They were wise, older than I. They knew what they knew.
Once drunken Herod's head went back. They asked to see her, fast asleep in her crib, my little child. Silver and gold, the loose change of herself glowed in the soft bowl of her face.
Grace, said the tallest queen.
Strength, said the queen with the henned hands.
The black queen made a tiny starfish of my daughter's fist, said happiness, then stared at me, queen to queen, with insolent lust.
Watch, they said, for a star in the east, a new star, pierced through the night like a nail. It means he's here, alive, newborn.
Who?
Him, the husband, hero, hunk, the boy next door.
The paramour.
The jetador.
The marrying kind.
Adulterer.
Bigamist.
The wolf, the rip, the rape, the rat, the harbinger. The lady killer.
Mr. Right!
My baby stirred, suckled the empty air for milk till I knelt. The black queen scooped out my breast, the left, guiding it down to the infant's mouth. No man, I swore, will make her shed one tear. A peacock screamed outside. Afterwards it seemed like a dream, the pungent camels kneeling in the snow, the guide's rough shout as he clapped his leather gloves, hawked, spat, snatched the smoky jug of mead from the chittering maid. She was 12, 13. I watched each turbaned queen rise like a god on the back of her beast, and displayed that night below Herod's fusty bulk. I saw the fierce eyes of the black queen flash again, felt her urgent warning scald my ear. Watch for a star, it means he's here. Some swaggering lad to break her heart, some wincing prince to take her name away, to give her a ring, a nothing, nought in gold. I sent for the chief of staff, a mountain man with a red scar like a tick to the mean stare of his eye. Take men and horses, knives, swords, cutlasses. Ride east from here and kill each mother's son. Do it, spare not one. The midnight hour. Chattering stars shivered in a nervous sky. Orion to the south, who knew the score? Who'd seen, not seen, then seen it all before? The yapping dog star at his heels. High up in the west, a studded diamond W. And then, as prophesied, blatant, brazen, buoyant in the east and blue, the boyfriend's star. We do our best, we queens, we mothers, mothers of queens. We wade through blood for our sleeping girls. We have daggers for eyes. Behind our lullabies, the hooves of terrible horses, thunder and drum.